Hello, everybody, for the second episode of Bankstandin. My name is...
disgusting fuck.
Hey, shut up! You're not allowed to talk yet. You're not allowed to talk yet. No, shut up. Welcome to the second episode. My name is Jimmy. It's with a 1. Don't mess that up. I'm here with my co-host, Hellwind.
Hello.
Basically, I don't know. What have you been up to, Hellwind?
Working on 99 smithing for 1, slacking there at 95 at the moment. Trying to get the fucking mole pet. That boss hates my guts. I'm 850 kills dry right now, so that's good.
That's perfect.
Been good.
That's great. Yeah, I woke up today for my last final exam. My throat felt like it was being stabbed by very angry women who were recently harassed
being stabbed?
and were taking their anger out on me.
Do you need to talk to anyone?
No, I'm fine. But
all right,
I took
make
it.
sure.
We're done. We finished all the finals. We're good to go. So now I'm free. I'm free as a bird. Winter break is starting. Been playing a lot of NHL 19 and not RuneScape. So I'm trying to keep up with the RuneScape stuff, but it's been a little different. So I don't know. I'm just chilling. The winter break's here. Let's do it. So anyway, moving on. We like to proudly introduce our first guest of the podcast. You knew it was coming.
Woo!
We have
First person.
Framed. He's here. Who the hell are you? Framed. Yeah, you. That's you. That's your cue.
That's your cue.
To go ahead and
What?
tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
What's the question again?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm two dads, Kev.
That's right.
Good.
I have two theoretical fathers who love me very much, and they both cheer me on as I PK on this game.
Wow.
And
That's
then sometimes I upload the videos, and then get this. Then sometimes people watch them.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
about
wild.
that.
Fucking crazy.
Well, I know. I'm more or less convinced that it's just one of my fathers just watching it a lot for me.
That's probably correct. Actually, makes
Yeah.
perfect
I believe
sense. Hmm.
Yeah. So here's the thing. A while ago, I made my name Two Dads Kev as a joke because I thought it would be funny. But the amount of people that now legitimately think that I have two fathers is honestly, I think it's more people than not at this point that legitimately think I am the rightful owner to two fathers.
I mean, it convinced me immediately, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of your fault ultimately, but
Yeah.
I, mean,
well,
I was wondering until I saw the accounting, and I was like, oh, well, that confirms it.
that's.
Well, yeah, exactly. See, that's just kind of the vibe I give off anyway, is that looks like a guy that might have two fathers.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah. So Framed, I've known you for a while. I remember entering a video contest of yours back in like 2012 or something. I won a Santa hat from you, and then we became friends because I bothered you a lot. And
Wow.
Isn't that the reason why you actually are wearing your hat like right now? Isn't that why you always wear your hat?
yes,
Aw.
yes, that is the
Yeah.
reason I have this. I wore it all the time in RuneScape 3, and it was part of my outfit. And then it transferred to this game, and it became a part of my signature outfit that everyone.
Yeah. So look at that.
So you
There-
created me.
There's a fun little fact you guys didn't know.
Yeah. So technically, you're one of my two dads.
Yeah.
Oh,
See that?
where do I stand
Yeah.
in this relationship?
You're like
In a theoretical sense, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, what?
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we
Do
met
I
a long
belong in
time
this
ago.
family somewhere?
Yeah, where does he stand? Jim, come on now.
Oh God. You are the
Am I
second.
the side chick here?
You are the second cousin that may
You're
or may
you're
not.
you're the side dad.
The side. The side dad.
You know what? I take that title. I'll accept it right now.
Yeah.
So your two dads had you, Kevin, and then you were one of my dads, and the other dad that you're with that had me is in a wait, no, what is it
what?
called? A fucking what is it called when they have multiple husbands or they're messing around with other people and it's like
you were
an
gonna
open-
say misogynistic.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
That's
Let's-
not even. That's
it's not even close. It's not. Okay, well, I was thinking of monogamous.
Monogamous.
Yes,
Monogamous or
that's
something
what
like
I was
that.
thinking
but,
of.
But monogamous, I don't even know what that means.
I think
Do I
that's-
need to
I'm
Google
either-
this right now?
I think that's a
Yeah.
religious thing. I think that means you believe in one God.
No, I'm pretty sure a monogamous relation. No, you know what? I'm not even
Hold
gonna.
on. I'm looking it up.
Monogamous. How do you even spell that? Involving marriage to one person. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah, that's monogamous.
A
That's what you're not.
Oh wow! And then there's zoology, having only one mate at a time, and penguins form monogamous couples for breeding purposes. Thanks,
Wow.
Google.
Thanks, Google. Perfect. Okay. So anyway,
Learning today.
off of that, now that everyone knows how we are relationship-wise, yeah, Framed, YouTube. We known each other for a minute. How did you get into YouTube? How did you start this shit?
So do you remember JoJo 3000?
Yes, one of the first
Alright,
lures
so-
ever.
Yeah. So
I feel like
back
I
in the
remember
day,
name.
yeah. Hellwind, if you don't remember the name, I'm just leaving right now.
I'm
Alright?
sorry. There was a lot of names back then. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember.
Okay, yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of names in the history of,
Like,
the world.
The main one
but-
I remember was like CLS product.
Oh god.
Ooh.
No,
Oh, God.
let's just take
Yeah.
a
That was
chill
the main
pill
one I
over
remember,
here.
but anyway.
We're
I'm gonna
gonna
be real sassy to you now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
I'm gonna be a real sassy bitch to you, and you're not gonna like
Alright.
it.
All right, good.
No, but back then I watched those videos. It was like 4th grade, and I was like, oh shit, I want to make videos like that. And then it took me 2 years to figure out how to record, and then I recorded my first video, which didn't have any music. I couldn't figure it out until the second video. So the
Oh,
first
man.
video, it was one clip of me getting some guy with a rune scimitar, a rune plate body, and a rune kite shield to try to stand underneath me in the wilderness, and he was higher level than me. I said, hey, watch, I can get you these ghostly robes that I have here. And I didn't even have ghostly robes, so I really don't know how the guy fell for it. I was just wearing like the priest robes, those black priest robes you could just buy.
Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure that's where I found that guy, like right next to that fucking store. Like when everyone would just chill in Varrock Center, that's where I found the guy. So I told that guy, hey, I'll get you some ghostly robes. Just bring 3 items, because that's it's safe in the wild if you don't skull.
Right.
Then I said, okay, so I need you to stand here, and then you're going to spam click, and then the robes are going to pop up. And then it's not like he was spam clicking and then I stepped onto it. No, I was not even that clever, and neither was he apparently. I just said, okay, stand on me, and then he fucking attacked me.
Wow.
So that was my first video, and it
Wow.
was for that. And then the second video was something else like that, but it had Sean Kingston's Beautiful Girls. So
That's the perfect song
Do
for
these
learning.
videos still exist somewhere?
no, I deleted them a
Damn.
while ago. And it was on this. I know. I really wish they were still there.
Damn.
It was on this
I'll see
channel, on my same channel. But then I was really embarrassed when I got to like high school, and I deleted all of them because I was like, ew, like, who plays RuneScape still? I'm gonna go make Call of Duty videos, and people are gonna love me.
Oh no.
But then they didn't, because all those videos were shit. So I still remember sitting there thinking to myself, okay, like I should probably just like private these, because it literally won't hurt to private them. But if I delete them, they're gone forever. But I was like, no, I'm never gonna want to watch these videos again. So yeah, I really I fucked up that day. But
Wow.
either way, those were my first videos, and I've been making videos ever since. That was when I think that was like 6th grade
That's
or
awesome.
something like that. Sixth. What?
Sixth grade, I got into RuneScape videos, and so history from there. So how did you evolve into, of course you have your PK videos now. It's kind of what you're known for. How did you evolve into that format?
So I used to be a naughty little Nelly back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and do some bad stuff like lure people. Never scam.
Wow.
Not that there's a difference, I guess, but
Big
pretty much
controversy.
Fight as much as possible.
Big controversy.
big controversy. It was 6 years ago when I was in high school. If people are really gonna be that salty over it, then they gotta freaking realize that people grow up. But,
Yeah, well, I'm gonna dig in your
yeah.
Twitter from 7 years ago and see what naughty words you've said and bring them back up
Yeah.
to stomp
Oh,
down your fame.
definitely.
So
yeah.
Good luck
there.
Motivation.
I'm gonna hammer you into the ground with it and make you feel real bad about things you said when you were a kid.
Remember
Yeah.
this you said earlier?
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah,
But yeah, and I did that stuff, and then I PK'd, but like I was complete fucking garbage. I mean, it's not like I'm not now, but like I'm a little bit better than them. I've been doing it for a very long time, and I just started to learn like the actual mechanics of the game and like how everything works from a technical side, and I would say that it helped me get better as time moved on. And what I would do is ideas that I thought were interesting kind of just change the meta of video making, I guess you could say. Like I wanted to do things like as dumb as it sounds now, because like obviously like it's a meme at this point. Like back then it was a really untapped idea, pretending to be anything, like pretending to be a looter, pretending to be a free to play noob, stuff like that. I really liked watching ideas like that and like watching like unique videos, so I just kept doing that and it grew from there.
That's
Hey,
pretty nice.
I always like those kind of videos that like the pretending to be whatever. I always thought those were funny to watch.
Yeah, there's some stretches too, but
Yeah, there's some real stretches. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's goofy. I had an idea to make a video one time of just like pretending, like make a skit out of. Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh,
get the hell out of here, mom!
At?
Dude, my mom is always walking in on that shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just not. It's
Fucking
just not the right
sandwich
time.
lady. Yeah, sandwich lady
Wait,
really
wait,
needs to
wait.
kill her
Your
shit.
mom? I thought you had two dads.
Okay, you know what? You freaking. It's 2018. I can have as many parents as I want. All right. And if you say anything to offend me, I'm just gonna immediately start screaming. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be real embarrassed. You're gonna be real embarrassed, and you're gonna back down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're piped down over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the pretending to be videos. I wanted to make a skit a while ago of just like a guy, like you know the cinematic kind of style I do with a guy fighting a guy, and he's just like snickering to himself. He's like, and he's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, oh, nothing. And then he just fucking pulls out like a Santa costume or whatever thing is, and just like declaws him, and it just doesn't work, and he just dies, and it's just like, whoa, this is gonna go viral. I don't know. There's just so many ideas.
You should have done that. You still could do that right now.
I still might. It's in the
should.
it's in the video topics. We'll see what happens.
Just freaking listen. That could be the next video. It could literally be the next video. The Santa costume. It would work because guess what? It's about to be Big Boy Christmas soon.
It is. You're right.
It would work.
Yeah.
Literally, and that was you just got done with your last final, right?
Oh, I did. Like literally,
Yeah.
I don't know, 35 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jim, if you don't make that video, I'm probably gonna do not
disappointed.
much. But yeah, I'm gonna be disappointed. I could have just gone with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, but yeah, I have a bunch of ideas like that. I'll probably do. I have a bunch of time to do it now. And next semester, I'll have a bunch of gaps here I'll have a bunch of free private space where I can start busting out videos. Unlike this semester. Anyway, on to the next deal here. So, Kev, what's the most fun time period you've had of RuneScape? Like right now, you're going on. You're one of the top YouTubers for the RuneScape community. Like you just got flown out to the All Stars tournament, which we'll get to next. But I mean, you're living your best life here in the RuneScape world. And I was wondering if this is like the pinnacle of the most fun you've had with the game, or if there's like a period. Maybe 3-4 years back of where you were truly just having the time of your life, or where do you stand with that?
It's gonna sound like the most basic bitch answer, and it's gonna sound rehearsed, but it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed the game ever since. I would say I stopped enjoying the game for pre-EOC when it was like a few months before EOC came out. I really stopped enjoying the game, like a few months to a few years, I guess, or up to like a year almost. Like 2012, I really didn't enjoy the game that much, and then Oldschool Runescape came out, and honestly, I have not been bored of it since it came out. Like I've really been enjoying it more and more, and like of course there's like ups and downs with it, but I've always like just found new ways to do different things in the game. Like right now, I'm doing raids on. Hold on, I had to swallow some spit. Sorry.
That's hot.
Yeah,
Nice.
I salivate when I talk a lot. A lot. Yeah.
I wish we had video chat. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
You're getting me going here.
That's the next
That's really
step.
that's what people want to hear right now. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, like, let's be real. Listen to my freaking voice. You can hear that I'm congested 24/7 of my fucking life. So
Is that?
What do
Is
you
it? I think that might be your tonsils.
my tonsils.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is completely
that a
off
thing?
topic. This is completely off topic. My buddy had like this like almost congested voice his whole life. He got his tonsils removed and his voice was completely different. And I've had that with 3 different people that I've known in my life. So maybe it's your tonsils, but honestly, I think I fucking love your voice. I don't get me wrong. You have a very nice voice. I think
That's
it's
an irreplaceable
very,
voice.
I think it's very cute.
So I feel like if I come back after my tonsils, I'm like, hey guys, how are you?
It'll definitely get a higher pitch.
Everyone, well, it will.
Yeah, that it'll
Oh
definitely
my
get higher
god,
pitch.
no,
Yes.
I'm going to sound like a fucking jackass then. Always sick. And I can promise you this: I'm breathing just fine right now. But
Perfect.
it doesn't sound like that. I'm very aware. I'm very aware of that.
I'm glad you're good. I'm glad your airways are working fine and you can talk to people.
Yeah,
and you can...
they're really doing great. I have not stopped breathing ever since I was born. Believe it or not.
That's amazing.
That's something I'm pretty proud about.
That's great.
Good shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Point being, getting back on topic, I've felt like there has always been something new to do, even if it's like there's nothing technically new. There's always fun ideas that could be explored. So I would say like the past year I've been really enjoying video making because of all the different stuff I've been trying to do. And I mean, maybe it doesn't like seem like this from an outside standpoint, but I've felt as though I've done like my best and most unique ideas all within like the past year or 2.
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's from a PKer standpoint, especially with how long you've been in it and you understand the mechanics and the different ways that like the different stats affect what you can do. I mean, you've definitely mastered all that, so you have so many different opportunities for videos and series ideas and different stuff like that. Would you say I saw your tweet? You have like what's the series you're working on that you're releasing tomorrow? It's like you literally just said it's probably gonna be the best one. Is it today?
No. That was the Zerker, yeah.
The Zerker.
That's with this one. I'm not going to spoil anything with that, but yeah, it's with this account right here.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are literally looking at me dressed up like this before my video is, released, then it's kind of going to be like, oh, maybe I know what's going on, but
yeah.
but like no, it's been really, really fun to just kind of make a new account and do stuff from the beginning. Like with your hardcore Iron Man series, even though technically and admittedly speaking, you're not speaking, but like admittedly you haven't done much on it.
Nothing. I've done like 3 quests and made 3 videos out of it. So.
But it seems like you've been having fun with it. Or are you just gonna be like, yeah, it's great, but like really like you're thinking to yourself like that fucking sucks. I hate it.
I mean, with that series, with the hardcore Iron Man series, by the way, it's fun to make. The reason I got into that is because it let me get back into like my normal format of my skits, like walking around in the game, finding the characters that progress me and making them into complete just assholes and just coming up with improvised skits. And I was having fun with that, and then obviously school started and I kind of had to halt that because it was taking up too much time. Okay, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think there's a part of me that likes to grind sometimes, but I have to be in the right mood for it. So I feel like another reason why I kind of halted that is because I'm not the most like, all right, I'm going to go grind this thing I've grinded before, but this time I'm not going to go buy the materials. I'm going to go get them from scratch. Like that's a completely new concept to me, and it kind of held me back in a way because it was just I had never had to do something like that before. So it was very time consuming, and each episode took a while to film and edit and all that. Like it took a full 12-hour day to make an episode.
For one thing.
Oh, I mean for those episodes that I did from
for the by the ways.
For the by the ways, yeah.
It took you 12 hours to record that.
To not to just record, but to make it from start to finish.
Jim,
no.
I was gonna say like you would do 3 quests.
No.
Like 4 levels.
No, the actual
It-
recording part didn't take much time at all. That was the least time consuming part about it. Yeah. But just between like the fact that I wanted to just get to the skit part and get to the editing part and all that, the gameplay itself was not that enjoyable to me. But
Yeah.
if I could have someone do all this shit, if I could have someone go and record them playing all this, I would go in and I'd get the camera angles for the skits and I would do all that shit. It's just the actual playing part that kind of really fucked me up about it.
It kind of goes against my point of what I was trying to make, that it's fun to make new accounts.
Yeah. That is your way of having fun in the game. Me, not so much. But the fact that you do it and you're so, like, you have it down to a science and you can go different ways and experiment with different, leveling up methods and, I don't know, just making new accounts in different ways. That's badass. I wish I had the mental capacity to go through with that. And
I don't have the dedication for that.
yeah, that's a dedicated thing to do.
Well,
Like,
listen,
I started
this
Iron
is
Man, I'm not even motivated.
yeah. This is the one thing that I would need for it to play Iron Man. They should just make it so you can trade. Think about how easy it would be. Think about how much easier and how much more fun it would be.
There you go. Perfect.
Like you could still have like the mechanics, like, oh, you need to get your own drops, you need to kill your own bosses. Oh, someone hit it once. Oh, that sucks. Got to redo it again. But like, think about it like this. Just allow the option to trade. You know what? Even you can even test it at first. Have it be like a limit. So like, you can only give like 100K a day, and then like the more they play and like the more bonds they buy, like the more they can do. So
Yeah.
think about it like this. You see a level 3, he's walking around, he's wearing a Fury. You're like, oh shit, how'd he get it? Oh, he's probably just bought it from the GE, right? Well, no, he bought it from his friend, and you're like, oh shit, that's impressive. And then he speaks and he's like, hey, and then like you see like that little symbol next to him, like, oh my god, he has a Fury and he's an Iron Man. That's wild.
On level 3 too.
Yeah, exactly, on a level 3. And then you know what? Also, just make it so. Actually, no, I'm not gonna keep going with this.
Hot take, big hot take on the podcast. Bring back Squeal of Fortune for Old School for only Iron Men.
Only Iron Men, and then let them trade, and then let them also de-iron, but still have the Iron Man symbol.
Perfect.
It'd be like a cosmetic.
That'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
cosmetic.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So moving
3
on.
points.
We gotta get through this. I want to go in just because it's pretty fresh. You got invited down to the first ever RuneScape All-Star tournament with a bunch of pretty big names. I mean, from our perspective, all we know is they flew you out, you performed in front of everybody, and you came home and made some videos about it. Tell us about your perspective with, flight arrangements, the hotel, the people you met,
All right.
Go ahead.
I can tell you, start to finish. I can make it pretty fast. But
Cool.
Point being is, you know that stream where they did the heat draws, right?
Yeah.
Like they drew like the little apples and shit.
Yeah, the apples with the names on them.
Yeah. I got fucked. All right. I got absolutely fucked. And I knew that the second that they had all 3 groups and I wasn't in any of them, I'm like, all right, who's left? There's me, then there's Bodhi, or okay, just be one of the best PKers, whatever. Then there's fucking Manked. Okay, won Deadman Mode like twice or something like that. All right, no problem. That's good. Already can't fucking win based off of that. And then there's Skidler, who used to be like one of the best fucking Brids in Edgeville. Oh, that's fucking great. Thank you so much, guys. This is just fucking perfect for me.
It's the All-Stars,
Over
baby.
a table.
And then there's another fucking group with 2 fucking Iron Men, and then Torvesta, and then fucking Ditterbitter. Like, oh yeah, I wonder if fucking Torvesta and Ditterbitter are gonna fucking have a hard time beating the fucking Iron Men. Like, goddamn. Like,
Yeah.
what sort of bullshit is this?
Yeah.
Like, dude, they didn't even fucking practice.
Yeah.
They didn't even give a shit.
Yeah. That's one of the things we had talked about last stream is the All-Star, they called it the All-Star tournament, but clearly it was just kind of content creator tournament.
No, it was the way, I think they could have portrayed it a little bit better, but it was like all stars. Like
Stars.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
it's stars, but like
We got a lot of stars here.
Yeah, a lot of
They're
stars.
all
out
stars,
here tonight,
actually.
ladies
Not in
and
the
gentlemen.
peaking scene, but stars rather.
Yeah. Little in the sky, yeah.
So
Outside
realistically,
of that shit.
realistically, seeing all those guys get picked, and you're going up against them, was that your thought process? Actually, did you? I mean, clearly you got to have some confidence going in, but like
the first thing that I thought was, I am fucked.
Yeah.
That was the very first thing I thought, because I was like pretty like decent at that point in time, and I'm sucking my own dick here, but I got a lot better, and I think I could have potentially gotten out of the groups, because if you look at it like this is what happened. First of all, the flight getting there, that was okay. I flew out the next morning after Thanksgiving. It was like 6 or 7 in the morning, or whatever.
What airline? What airline was it?
I don't even fucking know, dude. It's there's like a million fucking airlines. They all kind of suck at this point. Listen. The plane didn't fucking crash. As far as I'm concerned, they were good enough. I got from point A to point B in one piece.
That's what matters.
They were good.
That's what matters the most.
No airline I have taken yet has had any sort of implication that they would let me swim to England in the ocean.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I do not want it to happen to anyone's plane, let alone mine. So I hope that continues to be the trend for many years to come.
Perfect.
I'm definitely not a supporter of people getting hurt or anything else.
No.
But anyway, I get there, right? And then I find out that wait, no. I'm getting off track. I don't even remember what we were fucking talking about.
The flight.
No, not the flight.
The
flight.
What was I saying before that?
I don't know. You started talking about the
What were
flight.
you saying before that?
So you get on the.
If I know.
Okay. Let's back up.
I'll go to my next fucking point.
Okay.
I was going somewhere with that. I just got real distracted by that fucking plane story. Anyway, so I get there, right? And I somehow fucking managed to sleep through the night. Miracle. Wake up, go to the place.
Wait, hold on. Back up for a second.
Right.
What's the hotel like? Tell us about the hotel.
Oh yeah, it was kind of shit.
Okay.
Like I'll put it like this. It was nice. It was definitely really nice. But the fact that I had to fucking pay $15 for the fucking Wi-Fi for one day.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And I could have expensed it.
You had to pay for the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Wow.
I could have expensed it to Jagex, but like I was so lazy. Like technically I still have all of today to do it, but you think I'm gonna do that? No. I'm just so fucking lazy.
Jagex, I got an invoice for Wi-Fi here.
Yeah. It cost me real big boy dollars to fucking do that shit too, but like whatever. So it cost like $50 fucking dollars just to look at porn there, which is fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
That's awful. I'm on a business trip. I'm supposed to be having a good time. I'm supposed to be having a leisure time. And the hotel is not making it easy for me. So already I'm fucking stressed.
Dude,
it cost me $15 to fucking jerk off.
Hellwind, the guy who commented, like, yeah, you guys are being a little too explicit there. Like, a real, be like, oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna get Kevin on the podcast, and him gonna absolutely rip apart the hotel in the most angry way possible. So, yeah, I hope you have some headphones for this podcast, because Kevin's letting loose here.
Listen. I started off by saying "you disgusting fuck" or something like that. So there's no surprise if they get past the first 15 seconds. There is no surprise of what's going on here. All right, there's absolutely no surprise.
Not at all.
Point being is I'm pretty much being forced at gunpoint because like I gotta fucking let loose. I gotta watch some porn here. I'm being forced at gunpoint to pay $15 to fucking watch some girl bounce her fake boobs in front of my fucking face on my little screen, all right? Fucking awful. Already awful. Doesn't matter. Next fucking day, get to the event, literally, wonder what everyone fucking said without fail when I talked to all of them? They're like, oh, I've been practicing on stream, but I've been faking it. I've been making it seem like I'm bad, but nobody knows my strategy. Like, fair enough if one person said that. Fucking everyone said that.
Wait, throw him under the bus. Who said that?
Okay. Do you want to know who actually said that? I'll be more specific.
Yeah, throw him under the bus.
I will talk more specifically in my group. And I like all the people there.
Oh, of
and
course.
technically speaking, I fucking said this too, so I'm as much to blame as them. But I actually meant it. So they probably did too. Fucking Bodhi said, "Oh, I've been practicing, on stream differently.
Like, I heard
I've been
coaches
wailing
too. I was like, what the fuck?
I've been wailing, whatever." And then fucking Mank's like, "Yeah, I've been playing differently on stream." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's fucking great." Then Skidler says it. Then the only person that actually didn't say it, like, because like I think like a few more people said that as well, like. Ian's been saying that. Freaking Mika, I think he said that. I'm not sure. Also, by the way, I didn't even I kind of knew him before, but Mika, lovely guy, would definitely love to suck him off if given the opportunity.
Oh, he's awesome,
Mika's
man.
fantastic.
He's
love
fucking
Mika.
awesome. I love him.
Mika.
He told me his name, and like for the life of me, if you fucking put a gun in my head, and I don't know why this is the second time I'm saying gun in my head. I'm really about that tonight, apparently. But I couldn't fucking remember it. Like. Because it's the most non-American thing I've ever heard, like, and I could not remember it for the fucking life of
Where's
me.
he
It
from?
was a cool name. Well, I'm not gonna fucking.
Don't
I'm
dox
saying
the guy.
I'm not just gonna fucking dox him.
Well,
If he wants to say where he's
what
from, he
country?
can.
What country? I don't know.
One of the fucking big ones, Jim. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fucking say it.
So-
That's my point. If he wants to say it, he can say it.
Okay.
Anyway, so the one person that fucking surprised me and it made me so happy that he like got so far was Rakesy, because Rakesy just fucking comes in, dude. He's like, yeah, I practiced for like 6 hours or something like that. Like he probably practiced for like 10 overall. Everyone's been practicing for 2 fucking months.
Yeah.
This fucking guy comes in and sweeps fucking everyone to get fourth. He sweeps
Like,
all
I
of these
couldn't
people.
believe that, dude.
They've been practicing for fucking months. He's a PVMer.
Okay.
All he does, he fucking kills.
He does like the Pet or Regret series.
Yeah, he kills dumb fucking idiot monsters in the wild and all these places. He fucking slaughters their asses, yeah. But then he comes in and he cleans everyone up.
That's
like,
crazy.
I've never seen him PK before, and I was like, "What the hell is
Jeez.
happening here?"
I was so fucking proud of him. I kept telling them that every
absolutely.
single
Like,
time.
that was unbelievable.
That was like the coolest fucking thing to watch him come in and just completely sweep everybody.
That's
me on the
badass.
other hand, I fucking get up there on stage. It's like it starts counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight. I immediately start shaking like a fucking little kid pissing his pants. I had no fucking idea what was going on. I'm fighting against Bodhi. Somehow I fucking beat him in the first fight. I literally don't know how. Like I didn't have my nerves about me. Like,
it looked like you were always one step ahead because I was watching, I was paying attention because obviously, I'm sitting in my chair on a couch potato, getting fat, eating chips while watching you guys. So I'm not shaking. I could see everything pretty clearly. It looked like you were pretty, one step ahead. Every time you knew what he was going to switch to and all that, I was like, oh my God, Kev's got this in the bag. He's good. He's good to go. And then the second fight, it looked like you kind of lost the edge there.
Listen, he handed my cock to me.
Yeah,
I know that. But
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. That's the thing about peer fights. That is my strongest category, and that was the weakest I've ever performed with it. But once you get momentum on somebody, it is very, very hard on peers to stop that. He started off the fight hitting me like 100 damage in like a few seconds, and it's like I literally said to myself, "All right, I'm fucking losing. Whatever."
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's fucking over because that's just how peers go. And listen, I know he was good, and maybe if given the opportunity in like a natural setting, if I didn't know I was fighting him, I think I could beat him.
Mhm.
But like because there's nerves about fighting people, especially on stage.
Oh yeah.
He fucking destroyed me, dude. He ripped right through me, like legit. I knew he was good beforehand, but if he kept going with that, he could literally, I'm not exaggerating, he could be the best pure PKer in the entire game, if not the best PKer, because pure PKing is one of the hardest things to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's
it looks
pure
like
NH. Pure NHing, it is literally one of the hardest fucking things to do, in my opinion.
So going off,
I love watching you do it, because it's, I would never know how to do it in my life, but when I watch you do it, I'm like, he makes it look so goddamn easy.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of it.
Crazy to watch.
A lot of it is it's hard to explain, and that's why whenever people ask, like, "Oh, teach me to fucking pure NH," I'm like, "Oh, eat a dick. I'm not gonna do that."
Learn it yourself.
No, like, dude, I don't know how to teach it. Like,
You just kind of learn it yourself.
You just know it.
So
and so, sorry to that theoretical person I told to eat a dick. You don't need to do it. I know that person. You don't need to eat a dick. All right, I'm sorry for that. I'll give you a little kiss on the cheek next time. But anyway, the whole idea of it is like you're trying to fake out the opponent when like with what style you're gonna go for, and the best way to do that is to one ticket. Like you pretty much just sit there and you switch a few times, and like you change up what you do every turn, and then you're supposed to get like your overheads correct. And it seems like it's a lot to do, but like once you get like the fluid motion of it, you kind of know what's going on. It's a lot harder to explain than it is to do.
yeah,
And like once you get the
I get
idea of
that.
it down, yeah, once you get the idea of it down, it just becomes practice. Because like I think like 6 months to a year ago, I was doing this, and right now I would fucking destroy that kid. Like I would rip him a new one because I didn't know the first thing about it back then. But like if you give enough of a shit to learn, I feel like it's easy enough to learn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the first fight against. Actually, no, we didn't even go into the third fight against Bodhi. First
Now,
one
that
I
was
won.
really a
Second
true-
one, yeah.
That was the craziest fight I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and the thing about it, even though again I still think he did better than me, overall, I think he performed much better than me. I either got luckier or I got my prayers down when I needed to, which I did predict him still quite a decent bit. But the thing that he really, like, he was very smart to do, he brought a heavy ballista, and that is one of the most ridiculous things to use on
It's
his
so
Zerker,
powerful.
because I got him like on every prayer. I caught his ballista, and he was hitting 28s on me
yeah.
through the prayer,
That's
through my
brutal.
tank. So what do I fucking do? You just sit there and take it. And you're like, haha, nice hit, Bodhi.
Yeah. So
Like,
that fight obviously ended in a tie, which was insane. And me and Hellwind talked about that last podcast, and we were pissed because obviously they determined the winner by damage dealt. Which first of all, what's your opinion on that kind of fact?
what I will say is they told us that earlier on. They
Yeah.
told us that like before anything. So I didn't feel robbed from that.
Okay.
I felt as though I didn't even deserve to get the double death to begin with.
Mm.
That being said, I think it would have been better if they did a refight of it, seeing as how they did like 20 fucking restarts of the first group.
Yeah, that was...
But the reason why they didn't do that, and I get it, is because they were shortchanged for time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
as-
it was
like,
running
they-
way later than they expected.
Yeah, they should have done it over 2 days, and that if they do it again, I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
But
it did
that's why that happened. So I'm okay. I was okay with it. I was okay with the outcome. But here's the thing: if I hit him one tick earlier, I would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if
fine.
I just messed up a little bit less, because I did mess up. But like it's kind of hard not to when you're like first time on stage. There's a lot of nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
But
I'd be pissing myself.
yeah, but I would have gotten out of that group, and I would have potentially gone on to be in the top whatever.
Yeah.
Because if that wasn't the case, like if I or rather if that was like if I beat Bodhi, I 2-0'd Skidler. I mean we were kind of doing it for fun, but like it was still like I think there was still like some we were still both obviously trying, but like we were doing it for fun because it's like, oh, whatever, doesn't matter. So I beat him 2-0, and then when it came to Manked, no.
No. Yeah, dude's
No.
crazy.
He, I still think I can beat him, but he is better than me, and he is better than a lot of
insane.
people.
He's bizarre.
I think when it
Fucking
comes to
machine.
PKing, what people don't realize is that once it comes to like the top level, you can still beat the person, but there's still going to be a better person, and it's
Yeah.
him. By
Oh,
a
yeah.
long shot, it was him. The thing about pure breeding though is I know I'm better than him in that category, but again, he is very calm, cool, and collected when it comes to that stuff. So he's a fucking animal when it comes to it. So you can't really
Yeah.
when it comes to like the nerves of it. But if I put on my recoil, I would have been the only person to beat him. But because I didn't put on my recoil, I didn't.
Yeah.
He had one HP.
Jeez.
And if I put on my recoil halfway through the fight, like I should have, I would have beaten him.
as That's a crazy fight.
Yeah.
Going off the whole nerve factor of the whole fight. I mean, obviously you guys are on stage, which I think in itself is a huge shakiness. Kind of, it makes you very uneasy being on stage. But do you think in this case, streaming, like people streaming, obviously you have experience, and then you fight Bodhi, who, Jesus, man, he's like, he could pick flax for 6 hours and would have 4,000 people watching him, just being like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen," because it's Bodhi. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think in his case, having that kind of fan base all the time, just like, he's been doing this for so long.
He has no nerves about him.
He doesn't have any nerve. It didn't. You don't think
he
had
might?
the
He
nerves?
might get a little nervous.
Mhm.
Like I think he gets a little nervous because like no matter what, I think he'll always get a little nervous.
Oh, of
But
course.
I get a little nervous for a lot of stuff, but I'm still able to keep my cool about a lot of shit. But my nerves and his nerves, it's a much different level. I think him being at the top as he's been for so long, like it just helps him do anything that he needs to do. Like he's a very confident person.
Oh, definitely.
In real life, in competitions and whatever. And I think a big part of why people will always watch him is because no matter what he's doing, even if he is picking flax for 4 fucking hours, it's because he'll make that shit interesting at points in time. But I will say it's not always going to be interesting, but I think that's like that for anybody who, like any streamer. There's always going to be some downtime where you're just sitting there picking your fucking butt. But like up until that point of like when you get something interesting to happen, people like stay around because they know interesting shit is eventually going to happen, even if you are just picking flax, because it's just an entertaining time overall. And I think having that level of people always like watching you and either criticizing you or loving you or whatever, I think that is going to help you overall when it comes to like especially situations like this, like when it comes to stuff like this with the tournament and everything. I think that helped him out big time, definitely.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
definitely builds character.
Definitely. Cool. So, I mean, that's pretty much that's the tournament. Is there anything else you want to ask, like, or not ask? Jesus. Anything? Any like funny stories? Was there a character that was standing out from the crowd? Any of the guys who were just giving everyone shit, just causing a ruckus the whole tournament?
Alfie dropped his drugs in the airport and he got stopped.
No way.
No,
Are you shitting me?
no, I'm fucking joking. He doesn't do drugs. Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I thought you were
Like,
serious.
what?
I was like, this just got so interesting. I'm so excited.
No, dude.
More of this.
Yeah, no, it's dude. Alfie is like he's like the nicest sweetheart I've ever met. Like he's definitely how do you put it nicely? He's definitely okay. So I went to freaking Bible school when I was younger, and there was I'll put it like this: in Bible school, there was always at least one Alfie. Does that make sense?
I gotcha.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there was that. There was that where it's like he's a good kid overall.
Just a wholesome kid.
He's a wholesome kid overall. But sometimes he's like like, oh, actually no, we can't go there. We're on YouTube.
Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Good deal.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going there. Anyway, listen. Point being, Alfie, he's a great person, but he's so easy to fuck with.
Yeah.
I love him though overall. He's
Awesome.
a very cool guy. But yeah, the only thing I'll say, adding to it, is I felt fucking cheated the entire time. Like I wish that it was balanced a little bit better, because Bitter got second and he didn't have to fucking face anybody tough at all up until the end, and then when he had to face someone tough, he fucking lost every time.
Yeah.
So I wish it was more balanced. Again, that's there's no disrespect to anybody. I'm not trying to like call anybody out. I'm just saying it was kind of obvious. I think he even ended up saying that too. Like he had a really easy group and everything. Like he had an easy time getting to where he was. So
Yeah.
I think that if they balanced it a lot better and made it so if you guys are gonna have shit people, have it be so like the good people shine through in each group, and the shit people get fucking left behind, or just have all good people, so you don't have to fucking worry about it.
Definitely. Cool. Well, that's awesome. That's pretty cool that you got to be a part of the first All-Star tournament. I'm hoping
It was
they do
very
something-
nice. I will say, even though I was a salty sailor about the outcome of everything, it was still nice to do.
Yeah, it's badass. It's a badass thing that they did, especially with all the new players coming in and having an event like that. Seeing that, they're active with the community and they're having events like that. It gets people involved, and that's cool. So that'll pretty wrap it up for the All-Star tournament. Going back to you in general, what's in store for you for YouTube, future plans? What are you planning on here?
As of right now, like the way I make my videos, I always try to think at least a month ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, I already have the next 2 series I have planned. So I have like the next 2 years mapped out of, I would say like a year to 2 years actually, yeah, of what I can do for series. And then I come up with little ideas here and there. Either they are things that I like, take for myself from the past, or, people suggest it to me, or I just think, will think of it. But I would say that, I mean, it's going to sound so stereotypical. I think I have a bunch of good stuff coming though.
That's awesome.
Like, but I've always felt like that.
Yeah.
Like I've always felt like,
Oh yeah.
even though like some stuff might feel lackluster here and there, overall I feel as though most of the stuff I put out is pretty good. So I feel like that's going to keep, coming. So I think the one thing I will say, that I'm going to be doing next after this, which I think is interesting, although it's like kind of a clusterfuck at the moment still, and I still need to like fully like map it out, I think, but I just have about everything mapped out. Do you ever remember seeing that picture I posted a while ago of like a zone thing where there's like 4 different
Yeah, I
regions?
was gonna ask about that actually.
Yeah. Jimmy, I don't think you fucking did because
No,
you're not
I-
a real friend.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah.
Actually, I was asking if you were still doing that series or not, because I was looking forward to that. It looked really
Yeah.
interesting.
That's what I'm going to be doing next. And
Okay, yeah, I'm excited for that. Though.
yeah, the just to reiterate, the basic idea of it is that there is a goal within each region, and I need to achieve that goal before I can move on to the next region. And I'm going to be doing that on, I believe, my mid-level account, or maybe the Zerker on this one. I really don't know yet. I probably will do it on my mid-level account, but
When you say region, do you mean like wilderness region, or what are you talking about?
I'm saying like different regions of the map. And just thinking about it, I probably will do it on this account. I'm thinking out
I'd like
loud
to
to
see
myself
that.
right now. Yeah, because like it wouldn't make sense. Like I feel like it'd be a nice continuation.
The from scratch account to a next series. I'd like to see
Yeah.
that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I think that would be a better idea. So I literally just came, but hey,
Oh, fuck off!
get that fuck out of here.
What a dick bag! Just absolute dick
Wow,
bag.
He asked if you voluntarily wanted to go to jail.
Obviously, I'm
fuck
not
does
gonna
that?
want to do that. Obviously,
Who
What is Canada?
voluntarily signs up for jail?
it's
you
just
want to come get fucked? It's dumb as fuck.
jeez.
Oh.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's you. That's all your stuff. Anything else you want to add
Right.
about yourself? Anything you want to talk about? It's floor is yours for that.
I'm gonna drink this seltzer.
Okay.
So
Alright,
that's about as much as I got going on in
Cool.
my life right now, Jim.
Sweet.
Excellent.
At this
All right.
moment.
Well, Kevin's gonna join us in for the remainder of the discussions we're gonna have. We have a few topics to talk about. So we'll jump
Holy
right into it.
Shit. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it is thundering like loud as shit outside.
Go
I thought
outside.
I heard like an animal barking.
Wow.
No. Did you hear? Ah, fuck. I hope you didn't hear him barking.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna-
My
I'm
dog's
gonna
freaking
s-
out because it's storming outside.
Yeah,
Might be a little loud.
I'm gonna scream at that fucking dog if I heard him barking again.
All right. So
Don't
Hellwind,
you fucking do that.
Hellwind's gonna
Don't
get
you
his,
fucking bark.
get his umbrella here, and we're gonna move to this topic. This isn't really a current event, but it's something that I found out just recently, like last week, because thanks, Kev. Because I don't keep up with things very well.
I guess I
But
really wanna do that.
we're going to talk a little bit about the Duel arena tax because I think this is pretty interesting. It was implemented on June 28th, 2018. It removed the ability to stake items and only allows you to stake coins and platinum tokens. there's taxes on this for the winners or whatever. So from 0 to 10 mil stakes, it's 0.25% taxed. 10
It's
mil,
not a crazy amount, but
10 yeah, it's not bad at all. But 10 mil to 100 mil is 0.50% taxed, and 100 mil plus is 1% taxed. So it's a little different. We were looking at the statistics. Who was the mod that tweeted?
Mod Lottie.
Okay, yeah, she tweeted that every day over 20 billion GP is removed from the game.
That's fucked.
From
That's
from this tax.
insane.
So
That blew my mind to find that out.
I think that makes the price of gold go up by like big amounts. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, it does for sure.
So that's pretty wild.
Don't buy gold, but you know.
Don't do it.
Don't buy gold unless it's from Jagex.com.
So
or whatever.
from
Wait.
from
Whatever,
100
no, keep going.
it was implemented about 168 days ago. So with that in mind, to this day it's removed approximately 3.5 trillion GP from the game, like out of the economy completely.
That blows my mind, dude.
So
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think people realize how big of a fucking number that is.
Exactly.
Huge
I
number.
was like, dude, that's like
number,
3.5 mil.
Yeah.
That's like real money.
That number
That's
does not even. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but that number like doesn't even fucking exist in people's brains. Like I was watching like I was like an iDubbbz video on it with the chances of winning the lottery, and people don't fucking get how it's instead of just calling it unlikely that you're gonna win and like statistically, you know, like just about impossible. It's easier just to fucking say you're not going to win. It is literally impossible.
Yeah.
There is a 0% chance of winning because the number is so incredibly small, or rather, the percentage is so incredibly small. But the number itself is so incredibly fucking high that it will not make sense to you other than to just put it into a simple perspective of you will not win. It just will not win.
Yeah.
It is. It is so much closer. It is so much closer to the number 0 than it is to the number 1 that you're not going to fucking win. Exactly.
Yeah.
Real life RNG is a bitch. You're not going to win. But the point being of that is, I don't think people realize how fucking good that is for the game.
Oh yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean? Like,
huge thing.
Like that is
fantastic.
So that is such a big number.
It's huge. What do you think it's
just like your fucking personality, Jim?
Oh, thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So let's break that down. What do you think it's doing to the economy? What makes it good?
So you remember when what was his name? Mod Reach drove a fucking Audi through the office? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the same color as the fucking Elijahs that he spawned into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much undoing all of that of what he did right there. And I think that a lot of the exploits and the bugs that have been in the game, where it just like spawns like raw cash, like it fixed all of that. So I don't know to what degree. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Like maybe it only like got a percentage of it. But to even like fix 1% of like spawned in GP, I think is such a huge thing. But like I think it's like way closer to like a larger percentage of like illegitimate gold brought into the game being removed from the game than not. Yeah. Like I think overall that it's like because obviously the amount of gold that comes into the game is going to be a lot more than that gets taxed.
Oh yeah, they already confirmed there's way more coming in than going out daily.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Because if you think about it, it doesn't even matter if you got fucking SparkMac staking 1 bill and losing 100 mil, or even if he wins every time 100 mil is being removed from the fucking game every single time. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, if that's even happening, because the amount of people, like think about it, there is on average it's like 120,000 people in the game. Even if like fucking 10% of them are like or fuck it, 1% of them are alking every day, that's got to be a lot more fucking gold coming into the game than not. And that is literally just simply through alking. So like
it's crazy to think about it.
Yeah,
like
you got to take into account the amount of bosses that are being killed, the amount of alcohols that come into the game, the amount of just all the gold coming in from every different aspect of this game, because there's a fuck ton of it. So there's definitely a lot more gold that comes in than goes out.
Yeah.
Overall.
So I think it's a great update. I think they should definitely keep that in.
Yeah.
Do you think
it'd be dumb to remove? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it needs to stay.
Yeah. I think it's gonna.
Like, I thought the tax would be actually higher when it was announced, though. I thought it'd be higher than it was. And people still bitched, of course, obviously, but I mean,
they structured it. They structured it like the government though. They made it so you fucking that was a fake fucking. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go on now.
Was the staking?
There was a fake inflection from it, but yeah, no, they have it so it's like what 0.5% and then 1% and then or what is it
0.25 and 0.5 and 1.
I like the way they structured it like that, even though it was supposed to be more. I still think it is a very like it was a smart way of doing it. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, so it's like if you fucking stake. Because I'm pretty sure it goes based off of how much you stake, like so, like the first 100 mil. Like
0 to 10 mil is 0.25, 100 mil.
And then so they
10 to 100
stake,
is 0.5.
They stake or they tax each percentage, right? Just like the fucking government does it. Yeah, there you go. See, I think that's a smart way of doing it.
Then anything over 100 mil is a 1% tax. So yeah.
Yeah.
Does the staking? Do you know if the staking community cares? Are they upset about it at all, or
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
They're making real one trade.
They real one trade non fucking stop, dude. They're the reason
they're making
why.
more than enough anyways.
Yeah,
very true.
It's really toxic. Like they're the reason why there is issues in the game.
That's true.
I mean, there's so many damn staking bots too. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And dude, I'm so glad that that they did this the way though, like where you can't stake like you pretty much can't X anymore. Like you can't.
Oh no, yeah.
And I really loved that, and I think that's why they removed the ability for the items because I liked staking items. That was fun, but it makes more sense like this because now
you get potentially scammed with items.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like the first day it came out, some guy was trying to X people by wearing. He wears black boots and everyone else doesn't. Like, so pretty much he is getting a free X like that. Like he gets black boots and
I think slight defense.
Yeah, but even with that, like the odds, it makes it so it's like I forget exactly what it was because Kemp ran the odds and it was like ridiculous. It was not fair by any margin.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real stupid. Yeah.
We'd like to take a short break here to thank our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by the $10 patrons. A big thank you to Caleb Beiter, Michael Schild, and Ryan Hall for supporting us a little extra. If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, please visit the Patreon link in the description, or email Jim at his business email. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of the second episode of Bankstandin.
Hellwind, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right,
yeah,
dude,
I do. I know what you're talking about.
Grow up. Pocahontas does not have a foot fetish. She has an ankle fetish. Grow the fuck up and get that through your skull.
Fine.
Okay?
No.
Fine.
I refuse to accept that.
Whatever. Just get back to it.
All right, fine.
She's pretty hot. Speaking of people who are pretty hot, I want to talk about this for a second. The Mod G situation, the newest mod of RuneScape. She's the newest junior character artist for Old School.
Listen, I think the Will Smith meme says it all. Someone had it. Like she even noticed it, so I think we're allowed to say it at this point. Yeah. Yeah. So like it's Will Smith. From the Rewind, from the YouTube Rewind, except it's edited. He goes to look in like his little binoculars.
Yeah.
And he looks at Mod G and he goes, "Oh, that's hot! Oh, that's hot!
That's hot!
That's fucking hot!"
Oh, that's hot! That's hot!
He was at the top of his lungs. Like he's really getting his point across that he finds he finds this female attractive. He finds her of good quality.
She is of good quality. He
wants to get his point across. Yes, she is of good quality.
She's a good-looking girl. She's awesome. I don't know what her opinion is. I don't know if she's made a statement about it, but
If she's made a statement about if she's hot.
Well, if she's acknowledging the fact that the entire community is just looking at her like, God, this is a rocket. I'm gonna absolutely sexualize her and only say shit about how hot she is.
I mean, on the stream,
I don't think we should sexualize her.
Well, that's what's happening.
Holy
Will. Yeah, I heard that.
Oh my God, my heart.
What?
Yeah, that was some thunder.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Jimmy, it doesn't matter what you heard, all
Whoa!
right? Well, the important people heard it.
My rune light thing made a real big noise. Yeah, cool. So she's.
But yeah, I think Will Smith says it all when he says.
Yeah, he does. So,
That's why it's hot.
She's
That's hot.
What has she done? What do we know? What she's like?
No, listen. Okay, you can say whatever, but should I say? I don't want to interrupt you guys. It's your thing. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I saw it and it was just so funny. So I like not the thing itself, but like just because I followed JMods on Twitter, I followed the artists. Like they tweet like their stuff, like their ideas.
Yeah.
So Mod West tweets this idea, like he tweets his ideas a lot, and he tweeted one that was really cool. All right.
Okay.
And it had like 80, 90 likes after like a day. Right, whatever. And like like Mod Ghost tweets stuff. It's cool. All the J mods they tweet stuff that's coming to the game, right? Like really cool reveals, whatever. She makes this little lizard, right? Mod G. She makes this little lizard.
Yeah,
it was cool looking. It was definitely cool looking. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. Yeah, it was cool looking. It has like 500 fucking likes within like the first 2 hours, dude. It had like 100 comments all saying how great it was. It's like, yeah, it's good, but it's so fucking funny. Yeah, it's so funny to see like all of these other J mods. Like they put out like some great ideas because they all do. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, they do. They put out some solid things.
Yeah,
like, I love them.
And yeah, that has like like 80 likes, 90 likes. She just has like
give or take.
500 fucking likes in like no time.
Every comment is like guys like freaking out, like, oh, it looks so good. Oh,
yeah.
Like,
it was just so funny to see that. And again, I thought it was cool looking.
Oh, I loved it. I'm like,
but like,
I want one as a pet, man.
That was it's so funny to me to see that. That's all. I just thought that was so funny.
That's awesome
to notice that. Yeah. But yeah, overall, she's a very respectable artist.
Oh, absolutely.
Good addition. Good addition. Young talent.
Young talent.
Young talent in the mod community is what we need. This is good.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. So speaking of mods, next thing we gotta talk about mod Aiza. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Aiza.
Left Jagex.
Bro, he hasn't left yet. Tomorrow's his last day.
Tomorrow's
when
last day.
When are you uploading this, Jim?
Tomorrow maybe. Well, it depends.
Okay, so today is his last day.
Today.
Okay, well, yeah. Then
whenever, yeah.
Whenever.
Friday, December 14th, depending on how long I procrastinate this video and posting it, which probably won't happen. Maybe it will. Friday, December 14th is Mod Aiza's last day. Apparently they did a Q&A stream that I did not see. It was really emotional. There were tears shed, apparently. Is that?
Yeah, that was really. It tore me apart, dude. Because like towards the end of it, Mod Kieran and Mod Sween just like they started tearing up, and I was like, oh, don't do this.
What's Mod Aiza's what's the role that he does?
Community manager.
Community manager. Okay.
He was a very, very good community manager.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to
respect for the guy.
Yeah, it's gonna sound so terrible, but like I think it was like it's obvious from the overwhelming response. He was like one of the best community managers that there's ever been. I think, and I'm probably a little bit biased with this, but I think the only other community manager that really like stuck out as being like really, really good, and it was like a legitimate shame that he left, was Ronan.
Oh, dude, I loved Ronan so much.
He was very, very good at his job, and a lot of people gave him so much shit for such a long time.
Of course,
but he was very good at his job.
Overall, he was a great guy.
Yeah, and he makes those videos now. What?
You had quite the history with Ronan, didn't you? You used to make videos.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine still.
Yeah, Ronan's great, man. He's a very genuine dude.
Exactly, and that was like the only other upset, but at the same time, I couldn't be too upset about it. Like I was upset because he left, because like he was so good at his position. But I was happy for him because he wanted to. Like he didn't feel as though he could grow there anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Wanted to
now he's
broaden
making
his horizon.
videos. Yeah, he's making videos, which is what he wanted to do from the get-go.
Yeah.
So and they're very well produced
Yeah,
too.
he had
So
he had a
I
lead
mean, he still does the
Jagex.
weekly spotlight, doesn't he?
yeah, exactly. And I'm really happy for him that he's in the position that he's in now because he really enjoys it.
He had to
So-
leave Jagex and start the videos and start the most cancerous way of manipulating people into buying 13 trout for fucking
Oh my
500
God,
God.
for 500k.
You
in
just
a
had
GD.
to do that though. Why?
It just started
Yeah.
everybody's trend of doing it.
It literally did. It started the
Yeah, it
fucking
completely
cancerous
did.
trend.
It was the new begging for money method. It was ridiculous. It was just like, well,
It still goes.
looks.
It's,
Yeah. Oh, it's
still going on.
It's still going on.
it will never stop. That is a method for
Dude.
the books.
Dude, he freaking. I don't even know the person who does this. It's. I guess it's kind of a call out. It is, but it isn't. It's not like an FU call out. It's just like something I've noticed. So, that thumbnail style. I'll show you after this. Actually, here I can go get it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
But
we'll
the
pop
point
it up
being,
on the screen.
yeah, that thumbnail style of that he did when he did the 13 trouts.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of it, like someone made an entire channel based around that idea
Oh my God.
of having the text at the top, then you have the character facing forward, and then you have some money, and then you have like whatever is.
Oh,
relevant to it.
yeah.
No, yeah.
I think the guy's name is, I think it's Crumb, who does
Oh,
it,
is it
right?
Crumb?
Oh, Crumb. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's the one that does it. Oh yeah, nope, that's like look, you can check for yourself. Again, it's not like a call out. I just think that he took the style, and like
Yeah.
fair enough.
Oh
'cause,
yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Oh
You
my
normally-
God.
yeah. You normally emulate a style that works well, and it's like it's fair enough, but that's just something I've personally noticed
Yeah.
that
Jeez.
that he does. And I mean, look, it's obvious that it works for Crumb too, so why would he even stop? But
Right.
he
I mean-
100% he got that from Ronan.
It worked until he got banned for,
Until he got banned,
for
yeah.
making a bot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then he
I
stopped
thought,
making videos.
listen, I thought that idea was cool.
yeah,
be
it was
honest.
great.
Interesting.
It was great. I feel like that
Like
was not,
it was a dumb fuck idea to do, but I thought it was
But
really
it was
cool
an
that he
interesting
did it.
concept.
Very
Yeah,
risky,
I
but-
love the yeah, exactly. It was very risky, but I love the concept of it.
It was
Yeah.
a
I
cool
thought that was-
concept, but just a poor execution.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This is great.
Yeah.
So going back to Made, apparently his reason for leaving, he lives 3 hours away from
Yeah.
Jagex.
He
Apparently,
commutes 5 hours every day.
that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I feel like if you're gonna work somewhere, you should probably move around the area or something. Like,
No,
I could-
that's
he
what he, did.
did at
though.
one point, didn't he?
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty sure
moved.
He moved
He got an apartment.
nearby,
super
but
close.
then
Yeah,
he moved
Yeah.
back because his parents or something like that.
okay.
yeah, he rented an apartment for like a year or something like that, and then with him and his fiance, and then they had to move back. But dude, he died.
Sorry.
I think Jimmy's dead.
Yeah,
just
no,
died?
sorry. I muted it on the stream so they won't hear it, but I just coughed hard.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
Yeah. It's
Wait,
fine.
is this being streamed?
Not stream, sorry. The recording.
I
Whatever.
was like,
you
wait a
know,
minute.
you know what I'm saying.
I'm like, wait, should I turn my stream on?
Shut up. So, yeah, he feels like.
But yeah,
he's-
it's sad. It's sad to see him go.
Yeah,
sad.
it's really sad to see him go, but he's got his reasons, and I mean,
Yeah.
for doing that commute as much as he
You know.
did to begin with, that's some dedication, man, and I have nothing but respect for the guy for that.
Yeah, like you know how it goes. Like you hate to see him go, but you love to watch him leave.
Oh
yeah,
Got-
yeah.
He's got a nice ass, Jim. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
got a great ass. He's
Oh,
got,
absolutely.
Great ass, Jim.
yeah. It's understandable. He's got his priorities in check. That's good. You
Yeah.
know, that'll tire you out. Fucking commuting 5 hours every day to go to work. I would never see myself doing that.
I think the only reason he did it for so long is because he loved his job.
Yeah, he did. He said
absolutely.
he was dedicated to it completely.
No, he cared, dude. He got a lot of important stuff done, and that's why I'm saying, like, again, it's no disrespect to any of the other J mods because I like all of them personally. Like as people, I like all of them. I just
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
they're fantastic. I love
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I don't feel as though they are able to bring the same level of dedication that he brought, and
Yeah.
that is the unfortunate part about it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
crazy.
curious to see who like takes his position.
Yeah, Yeah, that's really weird.
I'm curious to see that one. Like,
Big
who
shoes to
takes
fill.
his who he passed the
Fuck
torch.
it, just get Mod G.
Yeah,
You
Mod
know,
G.
she could say no, never. You could just say like, yeah, like you guys are dumb, and everyone be like, oh fuck yeah, all right, we're sorry, we're sorry for being dumb.
She can just control the entire community.
Yeah.
That's
Mod
awesome.
G.
Literally, all she has to do, is just say the word, and I will give her all my gold.
Yep, absolutely. my bank is yours now. There you go.
That is how this works.
And then apparently he's not going to be a JMod anymore, obviously, but he wants to be a shoutcaster for the winter Deadman tournaments coming
Yeah,
up.
they asked him to shoutcast the tournament, which is actually this Saturday.
That's badass. Good
So
stuff.
hopefully,
Yeah.
he said if he does well, then they may ask him to return for like
We'll
other
see, yeah.
tournaments and shit.
We'll
So,
see how it goes with that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to at least see him, still in the scene somewhere. Be kind
Wait,
of.
so would it be 3 shoutcasters then? Would it be
Who is
Ian,
I guess
Ian, John? Well, I should just call him by his name, Revan.
oh yeah,
and-
he was the other shoutcaster for the All Stars, right?
Right, yeah, Revan does a great job.
Yeah, he was good.
Revan and Ian do a great job at that. I'm not
Dude,
sure. if
Ian
Ian's
is
shoutcasting.
amazing with shoutcasting.
I love Ian, dude. He's very good
Dude,
at
he's
it.
so awesome.
Dude,
I
I want to find
really-
out which one of the shoutcasters just absolutely roasted framed. I want to find that clip so bad.
Wasn't that? Wait, that was who we were just talking about, wasn't it?
What?
Revan?
I don't know who it was.
Wasn't that Revan?
Revan, Ian, or
Aiza.
Aiza. Well, or it could be Chris too, but he wasn't a shoutcaster.
No,
was just the
it wasn't.
announcer.
I know it wasn't Chris. It was one of the
We need to find that
shoutcasters.
clip.
Dude, I need to find that clip so bad. It was hilarious. It was fucking
Why,
roasting
what,
frame.
what did they even say though? It was something along the lines of like,
they broke your elbows.
Some of
Yeah.
like you they watched people practice beforehand, and initially they were thinking you were gonna come in and dominate, but then they saw people practice and they changed their mind. It's fucked.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's not necessarily insulting to me. They just said that they thought.
They're like they were pulling for you, but then they changed their
Yeah,
mind.
it's
Yeah.
not insulting. It was just the way they said it was just fucked. But
Just like,
Like, oh
holy
yeah, like
shit.
oh I initially thought Framed was gonna be really good, but like then I
now
saw
we see that
everyone
he's complete
else.
trash.
yeah,
Well, is that what they implied?
I don't
Maybe,
know.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so disheartening, dude. I had the hardest fucking group.
you had the hardest
Like
group by
legit,
far.
I had the hardest fucking group. And
I need to
still
find
almost
that
got out of
clip.
it.
Like, god damn.
It's so good.
That's
wow.
just real sad. That's real sad boy hours.
Good stuff.
But after we do this, I need to find that clip and listen,
Yeah.
get you guys to hear it again.
Yeah, you gotta show it to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was. I was like, holy shit, dude. Just curb stomp his ball sack while you're at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that about wraps
Dude.
up for the mods. Hopefully they find a good replacement for Aiza. It's gonna be some big shoes
It's
to
gonna be
fill.
a hard position to fill.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Definitely gonna be a hard one to find someone to replace him, but
Yeah,
hopefully they can live up to those standards.
it's gonna be tough, but I think
Oh,
someone
that's gonna be
can do
really
it.
tough. But knowing how the community's been, though, like I don't have any doubt that I'm sure people will still be kind of critical with the person,
Oh, absolutely.
whoever it is. But that's just how it is with every gaming community, honestly. But I've noticed there's the community's pretty supportive with a lot of the J mods, so I feel like be pretty welcoming with whoever takes that position. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
see. Until they release like EOC on us, and then it just goes to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of
They'll
that.
fucking they'll relaunch another server, dude. It's fine.
Old school.
Yeah. Fucking new school
No
Oldscape.
say,
New school old school.
New school RuneScape.
new school. Yes.
They'll have like fucking dragons and stuff.
Just dragons.
I think those exist.
No. They'll have fucking dragons.
Literally
Oh,
dragons
yeah.
commencing in sexual intercourse.
You go into the Slayer cave and see steel dragons just getting it on. It's like, all right, I'll leave you two to it.
It's what the
No,
people
no,
want.
it's dude. Like, dude, they're gonna have really advanced lore for the dragons. It's gonna be 2 steel dragons. Like they're in the hospital, and then the one steel dragon gives birth, and a bronze dragon pops out, and the other steel dragon's like,
It took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Oh man.
Good stuff. Okay.
Wow.
Well, good deal. Hopefully we'll get that game.
I'm really happy that landed.
That,
Oh,
that-
I was gonna feel real
It took me
dumb.
a second. I was like, wait a minute.
some people are gonna have to rewind and really listen to
Yeah,
that one, but
yeah.
they'll get it.
It'll land.
Well, that pretty much wraps up all the stuff I wanted to talk about. Any other topics you guys been thinking about? Is that it? Anything else you want to add?
Make
I
some
mean, I
fucking
guess
videos.
next time.
I'll make some videos. I will make some videos.
Yeah, make some videos, Jim. I
It's,
guess next time we'll probably discuss the outcome of the Deadman tournament if anything interesting happens. I'm gonna be watching the entire thing on.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see how that goes. I watched the entire All-Star tournament from like beginning to end of it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun.
That entire like 10-hour stream I sat through.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little event.
So I'm curious to see how Deadman tournament goes. I know you're not playing in it framed, but hopefully it, they don't have like 200 people DC from it again this time.
Listen, hopefully they do, so they stop fucking doing them.
Yeah, then again, I kind of do wish Deadman would just kind of
Every
finally.
6 months.
It gets so much work every tournament.
Yeah, like I think if they had it twice a year, it'd be perfect because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, Deadman Mode. Like, it's obvious that it's a bread and butter idea for them, but they need to translate it into getting more membership, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get that. It's a business move as to why they do
Absolutely.
it. It's the $30,000 or whatever they fucking give out. It's nothing to them. Like
Yeah,
they,
not
that's
at all.
and everyone's like, oh, take
$11
the
probably.
prize money. Yeah, when everyone says take the prize money and put it elsewhere, it's like, no, it's not how it works.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I think we're good for here.
Yeah, yeah, we're good for here. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
But like, people don't even realize, like, because it's a fucking business. That is the marketing budget that they get, and that's why they do the Deadman Mode tournaments, because they get it every because there's 4 business quarters. That's why they're
Yeah.
doing it every quarter, and they have to spend the budget. So that's
Right.
why. Otherwise, they don't get a budget. That's how
Yeah.
marketing works.
It was all a marketing ploy.
Yeah, exactly. Keep us dumb. But
Keep us dumb.
that's why I think it would work much better if they had it every 6 months, because a lot more people would give a crap, and it'd be like a lot more. hyped
I
up.
would agree to that. Every 6
Like,
months would be kind of pretty nice.
It's let's be real. It's still always hyped up, no matter what. But
Oh,
like, at the same
absolutely.
time, I'm looking at it from my standpoint. It's just so samey. Like it's like if I were to fucking make like every fucking 2 weeks, if I were to make the same type of video. I guess I technically
It's
do
just
PKing,
repetitive.
but like, yeah, like, oh, pretend to be fucking dumb. Oh, guess what? You loved pretending to be dumb, so
Here's
pretending
part
to be
2.
dumb- pretending to be dumb too. And like,
my
then you're
God.
like on like pretending to be dumb 95, and you're like, all right, maybe I'm not pretending anymore. Maybe I'm really fucking dumb because I made 95 of these. Maybe I just made 95 pretending to be dumb, and I am just dumb. Which, I mean,
Like,
technically,
That's the plot twist.
I may as well have made 95 pretending to be dumb, because I am pretty fucking dumb at this point. But you get the point. People don't want to see that constantly. Like, yeah, like they'll watch
No.
it, but at the same time, like there's always some
Can we
shit
have
to
something
it.
else?
It was so incredibly refreshing to have the whatchamacallit tournament go on.
The All-Stars?
The All-Stars tournament. And
Yeah,
I
it was
think the
something
reason-
completely different.
I think the reason why they even did the All-Stars, if I had to take a guess, I really don't know. This is my, opinion. But I think the reason why they did the All-Stars, because it's one tournament after the next, like 1 month, and then the next month they do another tournament for the Deadman Mode, which that's
Yeah.
like kind of unheard of them to really do 2 tournaments pretty much like 2 months in a
That
row.
close to each other.
But I think it's because they launched Oldschool Runescape Mobile, which is the reason
Yeah.
why they did that.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
that,
Oh,
that
yeah,
draws them
definitely.
in.
Definitely draws on an audience.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think eventually they might stop doing it, but they have to replace they have to replace it with something better.
Oh, yeah.
And and they might just not like stop doing it. They might just like add more tournaments, which I guess that'd be cool to see, like more content. Like technically, I guess that's not a bad thing, but me personally, I feel like it's just stale to watch.
Yeah,
these
it
videos.
has.
Yeah, I mean it's still interesting to watch, but I feel like it's stale for me.
Yeah,
personally.
exactly. Like, I'll still watch it because I guess that's how we are. We'll still
Yeah.
watch it.
And again,
But
there's always going to be hype moments because it's
Oh, of
interesting, but
course.
still, yeah,
pulling for your favorite YouTubers or whoever's in
yeah,
there,
exactly.
seeing like who gets stomped out or enters a cave and dies instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
Good deal. Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Kev, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
like
Thanks
this,
for having me, Jim.
this is awesome. I'm glad we can get this going. It's gonna.
I hope I didn't ruin your podcast.
Oh, I hope so
Nah,
too.
nah.
We'll see. We'll see the
I think it
comments.
was definitely enhanced.
So
find out.
on Wednesday we're gonna be talking with Gizzy Gaza. He's gonna come on. He's one of
hell
the
yeah.
oldest RuneScape video makers. He is currently making animations, sitting at 1.8 million subscribers or something like that. He's a great guy. He's getting back into the RuneScape community. He's been streaming a bunch, doing all the quests. I think he's about to get his quest cape. Great guy. We'll get him
recover
on.
that outfit.
We'll get him on, talk about a few things, and we're looking for that. Still looking for Tanoob Show. Have not. I looked around for a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna find him, man. Trust me.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna find him. There's no way to contact this guy, but we're gonna dig. We're gonna dig hard and deep.
Get that SEAL Team 6 going.
Hell
Find
yeah.
him.
Go ahead and
someone I thought I'd like to talk to. I don't know if he'd be interested. I mean, I know he kind of does everything, but maybe one day Critical, maybe even.
I'm sure he'd be down to get on
Like,
eventually.
I'd love
That'd
to
be
have
real
Critical on.
interesting. That'd be really interesting. to get
He
him
does
on.
his own podcast. He's great at this stuff, man. He's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, so it'd be fun to have him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to ask him one day if he'd be down to join us.
He could talk about his monkey nut situation that he did, and
Yeah,
he's
it'd be fun to talk to him for a bit.
a very avid RuneScape player nowadays, so I'm sure he's.
Oh, he's on like every day, dude. He's going for max cape.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's
gonna probably beat me to maxing.
And on a side note, he is one of the most genuine people I've ever had the chance of working with. Like, this dude literally, he doesn't monetize his YouTube videos. His whole income comes from streaming, and he tells it how it is. He's very genuine. He wants to
just
help
himself.
people out.
And I love that about him. He's just himself.
He's great. So hopefully
it's
we can
fantastic.
get him on, and I'm gonna be reaching out to other RuneScape people, and hopefully Kevin will come on as an occasional guest to come on and talk about some more stuff. We'd love to have that happen,
Oh, yeah.
and maybe I'll pressure
This
you
has
into.
been an absolute blast. Like, Kevin,
Yeah.
I've been a fan of your videos and shit for a long ass
Oh,
time.
here we go.
I gotta say it. I mean, I've been a fan of your so this is cool. Like,
Yeah,
I've been looking forward to talking to you, man.
Yeah,
it's
I'll
been
definitely
awesome.
come back on. It was fun.
Hell yeah.
I had to say it at some point.
No, it's okay, man.
Today.
No, it's okay.
Well, I
I was a little nervous earlier. I was like, man, I'm gonna talk to Frame today, dude.
I was just gonna fanboy out a little bit.
A little bit. I have to. A little bit, man. Like,
shaking in my boots for a while. All right,
I mean, you know.
Jim,
cool.
Jim, you're one of those guys, Jim, that I'd pin you down and just make out with you till you didn't want it anymore. All right, Jim.
Well, on that
Wow.
note, that's where we're gonna wrap
now
this
I'm a
thing
little
up.
jealous.
That's where we end.
Perfect.
That's where we end.
Perfect. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you guys need a Discord to hang out with, there's a link below to that. Go check out Frame's channel if for some reason you've never happened to stumble upon that before. His social media is all down there too. Hellwind stuff's all down there too. Join my clan chat in game J1mmy. Don't be a toxic asshole. We'll get you out of there real quick. Big shout out to the $10 Patreons, Caleb Beiter, Michael Shield, and Ryan Hall. You guys are supporting this by being Patreons. If you guys are interested, that link down below is right there for you. Maybe we can maybe we guys can get Hellwind the microphone that isn't a potato. So other than that, thank you guys again. Thank you to Kevin. Any last words from you guys?
He's muted.
Uh,
Oh, there he is.
last words.
Last words.
All right, one sec. Let me.
It's gonna draft it up.
Lamb milk.
Lamb milk. You heard it here first.
Excellent.
Helen, anything you want to say?
I think Frame just covered that actually.
Lamb milk covers it all. Perfect. Awesome.
You know, listen, if you just skip to the end, that's all you gotta know.
That's all you
Exactly.
gotta know. If there's one thing
Lamb
you take
milk.
from this podcast, it's lamb milk.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, so people are gonna be sitting there like looking through it, like, where else do they say lamb milk? What?
Great.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Fantastic.
Well, that about covers it for today, everybody. So we'll see you next week, and take care.
Goodbye.